Which way has the game moved after moving day at Headingley and Leeds? Let's put that question to Sanjay Manjrekar on ESPN Cricinfo Matchday after a day where England effectively cancelled out the first innings and India go into stumps with a lead of 96. Where does the game stand?
Very difficult to tell because it's amazing that India's almost had 90 for 1 again in the second innings. So this young batting lineup just amazes me, and I'm already a very happy Indian cricket supporter with the way these people have played in the very first test. I'm just imagining a scenario where India bat well again in the second innings, and England are set to get 350 or 375 runs. England will try hard to get there, and you would think with the kind of bowling issues India have that they could have a shot at it. But then you're thinking of Bumrah, and then you think India favourites to win. So all possibilities open.
So whatever the target, it boils down to Bumrah versus the rest, which includes the Indian bowlers as well.
Yeah, and it's not like Bumrah will have to protect 100 or 120. It's because the batters are batting so well. I mean, Sai Sudarshan getting the 30 is again another positive sign.
So let's go there. Sai Sudarshan. We finally got a proper look at him. Had that unfortunate dismissal. What did you make of Sai Sudarshan's first accomplished innings?
Well, he looked compact, never easy when you've got a duck in the first innings, came in and very old-fashioned technique. And it's something that we saw even during the IPL, but in a proper test match, no trigger movement, exactly like batters of the 70s and 80s, close to the body, leaving balls alone. Unfortunate that he's got out on the leg side twice, but that happens because you're so obsessed with that line outside off. You want to get everything right there, which is not a bad thing to do. But I don't think that's going to be a weakness that will be tapped into for a long time. The main area you've got to worry about is outside off, and he was looking really good at that. So unfortunate that he got out in the way he did, just tipping that ball, but all good signs.
So you don't think there's something about his game that prompted Stokes to go for what was eventually two rather innocuous looking dismissals?
Yeah, in the first inning he was just having fun, and may have seen him, worried too much about things outside off stump because that wasn't a ball that drifted down leg side. In the second innings, he gave up the idea of a leg slip, getting him out at leg slip, and may have been looking to just get the ball into the stumps and just wanted protection. It wasn't that he knew Sai Sudarshan would play that ball in the air, because that's a weakness nobody has seen before. That he played in the air is something I couldn't understand, and that's how he got out. But it again shows you Ben Stokes, this unbelievable rare talent that he has to make things happen.
All right. KL Rahul and Shubman Gill, the overnight batters. Rahul unbeaten on 47 with a control of 95% at stumps. The earlier part of the day saw India get their first taste of baseball batting, especially in that afternoon session. Harry Brook, the clear star with the bat on the day, lived a charmed life, but you assess those the two sessions. The first session wasn't very baseball-like.
But there was still, some glimpses of Harry Brook's baseball sort of approach. There was that shot that he played against Prasidh Krishna in the first 1 hour where the ball was slightly short of length and disappeared into the stand. Now, that is something that, batters in this era do it. So that is something we saw. Later on, you can see Harry Brook has a very simple philosophy. He stands inside the batting crease, looks to play everything off the back foot. And just to unsettle the bowler, if they have got some plan, he charges them, goes down the pitch, and then reacts to however they do. Clearly a batter, has got some serious talent there. Lived a charmed life, but if he's batting at number 5, England will always be a dangerous side.
We've spoken so much about this new India, this changing India. They maintained one tradition of Indian Test cricket. The last few wickets never come for cheap.
Yes, and that's where India missed Kuldeep Yadav, and they had to get Bumrah for another spell, and he made things happen. But it's something that a lot of teams around the world struggle with, getting rid of the tail, because the tail has just the tail has got very strong over the years. Helmets is a very important reason for that, they are pretty secure out there. But India's bowling is a worry, which I'm sure will be tackled in the series going forward, and it's something that can be addressed quite easily by the right selection. The batting was the major worry, and that has stood the test of time so far.
All right, the missed chances going to be something that could prove costly.
Yes, and have a look at Jasprit. Keep giving him slip catches, and let's not forget India's slip catching has been brilliant in the last 3-4 years. When you look at India playing overseas, the slip catches have backed their seam bowlers really well. This is something very rare. I mean, Jaiswal, one fielder dropping three catches, then there was Jadeja there. This is like memories of the 2011 and before. But I would look at it more as an aberration than something that is now a problem for India to solve.
All right, we'll leave the other pieces to dissect in due course of time. Varun Aaron has analysed India's bowlers. You can catch that on ESPN Cricinfo. Sanjay Manjrekar, thank you so much for your time. Reduced to an effective two-day shootout this first test in Leeds.